Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. In today's video we are going to be going over my Sephora, Vib and Rouge sale recommendations. All of my must-have, I use constantly, I repurchase constantly. My most favorite products that Sephora sales will be in this video, and I am thrilled to share them with you. In the description box of this video, you are going to find each and every one of these products organized by category. I tried my best to keep my suggestions to like my most ultimate favorites only, and I did kind of okay with it. These are my most ultimate favorites, but there are some categories in which I could have had a couple less products, but I just can't make up my mind, and I want to share with you what I know about these products and the difference between them. Anyways, this is definitely the time of year to support your favorite content creator by shopping through their links, be it me or somebody else. Just make sure that if you're buying anything from the Sephora sale, you're using someone's links so that you are helping out their channel. And so of course I'm leaving you all of the links to every single one of these products down below in the description box. Everything is organized by categories in the order that I'm going to talk about them, so everything's going to be very easy to find down there. So anyways, with that said, let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I wanted to make sure I mentioned in this video, because it's something that we tend to forget about and everybody needs, and you can actually get it for 30% off instead of 20%, is this right over here. This is the Sephora Collection Daily Clean Refresh, and this is what I've been using to clean my brushes for probably 5 to 6 years at this point. I clean my brushes almost every day with this product, and my brushes are not only clean, but they're disinfected and they are conditioned. You still have to wash them every once in a while, but if you use this for a daily clean, you don't need to wash them that often, and they are immediately dry and ready to use as soon as you finish using this. The way you use it is super simple. You just have to spray it on your paper towel, rub your brush in there, and your brush is going to come out clean, disinfected, dry, and conditioned. So yes, I do use this even for my natural hair brushes, and I absolutely love it. See, this brush was just burgundy and now it's white. So like I said, clean, disinfected, dry as in like ready to use right now. It's dry and also conditioned, so it's not going to damage your natural hair brushes. The Cinema Secret ones I don't recommend because that one is very, very drying. This right here is much better, much cheaper, and everybody needs it. Just thank me later. Add it to your cart now and thank me later. That is definitely the first product I wanted to mention because you'll see, it'll change your life. Okay, so from now on we are going to go by category, and the first category is cleansers, and I have only one makeup melter and one cleanser to suggest to you because I've just never used anything better or anything that even compares to this duo. Both products are from Pharmacy. I've been suggesting to you the Green Clean Makeup Melter for years now, and I still have not found anything that remotely compares. My favorite thing about this is that not only does it take all of your makeup off immediately, but it doesn't leave any residue behind, and it is just the greatest makeup melter ever. I've tried a bunch of others, and in my opinion this is superior to any other makeup melter out there. I do take my makeup off with this every single day. In fact, I personally need to restock on mine because I just ran out of the one in my bathroom and I cannot live without it. So the Green Clean you definitely need, and I highly suggest that you pair it with this cleanser right here. This is the Whipped Greens cleanser, also by Pharmacy. This right here is actually my empty one. I have my full one in my bathroom, and this, first of all, will last you for so long. A little bit of this cleanser goes a very long way. It is like a thick, moussey, super foamy consistency cleanser. It leaves your skin squeaky clean. It doesn't dry it out. It is the perfect thing to pair with the Green Clean Makeup Melter. I use it, my husband uses it, and like I said, you grab a teeny tiny bit of it and it's enough for your whole face. It has the best lather out of any cleanser I've used. It's not necessarily like a hydrating cleanser, but it also doesn't strip your skin of any moisture, and I highly recommend it. This right here is my Dream Skin Cleansing Duo, and I just cannot say enough good things about those two. Moving on to toners. I have two toners to suggest. First of all, the one that I've been using for the past few months, which is this one from Paula's Choice. This is the Paula's Choice Skin Perfecting 2% BHA Liquid Exfoliant. It has salicylic acid. It helps to unclog pores, shrink enlarged pores, smooths and evens the skin tone, and it's a lightweight liquid that absorbs quickly. I just read all that from the front of the package here, but I can assure you that all of that is true. I love to use this one on a daily basis. I just put it either on my clean hands or on a cotton right after I cleanse my face, and I just rub it all over my face, and it is an extremely gentle daily exfoliator. It keeps my pores clean and it keeps blackheads away. It also helps to prevent acne, and it's also a non-drying product. Everything I mention is going to be non-drying because I have dry skin, and anything that is drying I absolutely hate. So all of the products I've mentioned so far are good for all skin types, and they are not drying. The next toner I wanted to mention is from Used to the People. This is the Superfood Unity Exfoliant. It is a mandelic acid toner. It has 3% alpha hydroxy acids, 2% beta hydroxy acid, so 2% salicylic acid as well, and 1% PHA. It is a gentle solution. This one is going to be amazing if you have sensitive skin. I honestly can't tell you which one of them is better because I truly love them both. There is a difference in the prices. Used to the People is all like organic, recyclable packaging, all that good stuff, and I really like this one too. I actually only used it for a couple of weeks because I'm trying to finish my Paula's Choice one before I get back to this one, but I really love both of them, and so I wanted to make sure that you guys knew about them. Next we have serums, and the first serum I wanted to mention to you, I actually have never tried. I don't have it yet, but it is in my Sephora cart at the moment because I tried it and I fell in love with the way it felt, and so I definitely wanted to like make you aware that it exists in case anybody's interested. And it is the Fresh Rose Oil Infused Serum. It is a deep hydrating serum, and it's like a perfect mix of like serum and oil, but it is an extremely lightweight oil that kind of sinks into your skin really nicely. It has the best texture. It feels extremely hydrating. I put it on the back of my hand at the store once and I couldn't stop thinking about it up until this day, and once the Sephora sale goes live, it is finally going to be mine and I'm going to be so thrilled about it. So I guess read the reviews on that one. I just wanted to make sure you guys knew it existed because I want it and I think it's going to be really good. I've heard good things about it too. Next serum I wanted to suggest, which I'm also thinking of getting, is the Glow Recipe Niacinamide Serum. I fully use my travel size one. It's upside down right here because I'm trying to get the last of it out, and this serum makes your skin super plump and extremely glowy. It goes really nicely underneath your makeup. It's not sticky, and niacinamide is great for your skin, so if you've been looking for a niacinamide serum, I do really like the Glow Recipe one. Something else I love from Glow Recipe serum wise is the Avocado Ceramide Recovery Serum. This I bought last year during the Sephora sale, and as you can see I fully finished mine. I actually got it from my empties bag right there. And if you have redness or very reactive sensitive skin, I actually did see a difference in my skin when I was using this one. My skin felt and looked a lot less red and a lot calmer. So that serum definitely worked for me and I wanted to recommend it. If you're looking for a vitamin C serum, I'm extremely sensitive to vitamin C serums myself, so I'm not currently using one, but one that even with my sensitive skin I've been able to use, and it's actually a very high percentage of vitamin C, so it's very effective, is the Sunday Riley CEO Vitamin C Serum. So that one I would definitely recommend if you're looking for one, and it's super gentle on the skin. Again, one of the few vitamin C serums that my skin didn't react to. And so I love it for that. And then if you're looking for a retinol, I would definitely suggest the Drunk Elephant Retinol Serum. That one is amazing. It's super potent and it's got the best reviews. So definitely check that one out if you're looking for a retinol serum. Let's move on to moisturizers. For moisturizers, I wanted to suggest Magic Cream because I cannot stop using Magic Cream. I love a thick moisturizer for underneath my makeup because my skin is so dry, and nothing compares to the way that Magic Cream makes my skin look and feel. It gives me a beautiful glow from within. It's also an anti-aging moisturizer. It's got a lot of plumping, hydrating ingredients in it, and I highly recommend it, but you guys probably already knew that because I rave about it all the time. Charlotte Tilbury doesn't really ever do percentage discounts out of like your whole basket, so I think the Sephora sale is definitely the way to go to get yourself Magic Cream, because at the Charlotte Tilbury website it's always like you have to buy something else or bundle it up or whatever, you know? If you don't want to spend Magic Cream money on a moisturizer, but you are like me, more on the dry side, I highly recommend the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. It is super yummy, very hydrating, a little bit thinner than Magic Cream, but it feels amazing on the face, and I've definitely used that before and I really love it. For my oily skin girls, go with the Tatcha Water Cream or the Drunk Elephant Proteiny Polypeptide Moisturizer. Either one of those are super lightweight, very hydrating, but they sink right into the skin. They're going to give you the hydration that you need without making you oily throughout the day. So definitely the Tatcha Water Cream or the Proteiny Polypeptide Cream from Drunk Elephant are the way to go for you. For night cream, I'm personally going to be buying the Tatcha Indigo Repairing Night Cream because I've heard great things and I really want to try it. But one that I have used and I wanted to suggest is the JLo, that Blockbuster Wonder Night Cream. This stuff is amazing. I've actually used 2 full jars of this night cream and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I really like it. Super thick, rich, hydrating. I feel the moisture all night long, and I would totally repurchase this one if it wasn't for the fact that I want to try the Indigo one by Tatcha. So those are 2 night creams that I wanted you guys to keep in mind. For sunscreen, the main sunscreen I wanted to suggest is this one right here. This is Paula's Choice Youth Extending Daily Hydrating Fluid SPF 50. I've really enjoyed using this sunscreen. It has great protection, it is very hydrating, and the only complaint I've ever heard about it is that it makes you oily. So if you have oily skin and you don't want to go for this one, everybody else do go for this one. You won't regret it. It's amazing. But if you are super oily, then I suggest that you get the Lancome UV Expert SPF 50. That one is incredible, invisible, sinks right into the skin, and it won't make you oily throughout the day. But I personally, because I'm super dry, love this Paula's Choice SPF 50, and this was sold out for the longest time. I checked today and it is available on the Sephora website right now. So if you're currently in need of a sunscreen, definitely try one of these. Okay, for brows, I have 2 brow gel suggestions. If you have super stubborn eyebrows and you want to get the look of my eyebrows, you need the ABH Brow Freeze. This basically like glues your brows down to your skin and it gives you this fluffy look, but not everybody loves this look. And people who have thinner eyebrows that are a little bit more cooperative, that still want them fluffy, might not want them to look exactly like this, but just like, you don't want them to look stuck to your face, but like fluffy in a more natural way. If that's you, definitely go for the Patrick Ta Brow Gel. I did not see this one on the website when I checked this morning, so it might be sold out, but if it is available, definitely get your hands on the Patrick Ta Brow Gel. That one unfortunately for me does not fully work because I have the most stubborn eyebrows ever, and the only thing that works for my eyebrows is the Brow Freeze because this is glue basically, and I love it. It's glue that I love for my eyebrows. As far as a brow pencil, do not look any further than the Brow Cheat from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the best eyebrow pencil at Sephora, period, and I am pretty sure that I've tried every single one of them. If you're looking for a brow pencil, get the Charlotte Tilbury Brow Cheat. I would encourage you to get the one that comes with the refill. That's the one I'm going to link below, because that way you don't only have the pencil but you also have a refill, and when you need to restock on it, you don't need to buy a full pencil. You can just get the refill for $15, and this product is incredible, so highly suggest it. And then if you're looking for a brow pen at Sephora, I would actually go for the Urban Decay Brow Blade. I don't currently have that one, but I have used it before and I love it because it gives you really nice and naturally fluffy brows, and that one is double-sided, so you do get a good pencil on one side and an amazing pen on the other side. So the brow blade from Urban Decay is highly suggested, but if you just want a pencil, definitely go for the Charlotte one. You will not regret it. For face primers, I have two suggestions. Number one is my bougie Tatcha the Liquid Silk Canvas. This is, I believe, $54. It's a pretty penny for a primer, but honestly, I love it. They have a set for $60 that comes with a couple more things if you're interested as well, but this primer is bomb. It hides all of my pores, it hydrates my skin, it makes my makeup last long, it doesn't make me get oily, it doesn't make me dry, it's perfect, it's balancing, it corrects my pores, and there literally isn't anything else that I can ask of a primer. And so for that reason, this right here would be my number one suggestion. Now if you don't want to spend that much on a primer but you want to get a primer that is also bomb, definitely get your hands on the Rare Beauty Pore Diffusing Primer. This stuff right here is amazing. It feels a little bit more glidey than this one, a little bit less pore correcting, but it performs incredibly. It makes my makeup last long, it covers my pores, maybe not as much as this one, but it covers my pores really good. Easy to apply, does not peel. Just not enough good things I can say about this one, and it's a lot more affordable. So if you can't go for the liquid silk canvas, definitely go for the pore diffusing primer from Rare Beauty, because you are not going to regret it. As far as eyelid primers are concerned, I have two suggestions. My number one suggestion is actually the more affordable option, and that is the Rare Beauty eyelid primer. I've now been using this one since the spring sale, so a little bit over 6 months I believe, and I am obsessed with this primer. It covers pigmentation on your eyelids, it makes the perfect blank canvas for eyeshadow, it blends beautifully, it's not dry or too wet, it just is the perfect consistency, and I highly suggest it. And then the other one that I have been more recently getting into is the eyeshadow base from Natasha Denona. My only complaint about this one, I love it, I really do love it, it's amazing, but it leaves my eyelids a tad bit too sticky. So when I use a very high performing eyeshadow on top of it, it takes me a while to blend it down. Meaning if you have more of the like Anastasia palettes, the Huda palettes, the palettes that are good but that are not like overly pigmented, this is going to be an amazing base for you. But I paired this with Pat McGrath eyeshadows the other day, and Pat McGrath eyeshadows are so pigmented, and so it was like too much, you know? So for Pat McGrath type of eyeshadows, I do prefer the Rare Beauty one, but if you want something that is going to grab your shadow, go for the Natasha one. Let's move on to foundations, and my number one favorite foundation is the Pat McGrath foundation. This is the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection foundation in the color Light Medium 9. It's actually the foundation that I'm wearing today, and I love it because it gives me the best natural finish, covers all my redness, it is seamless on the skin, it builds up nicely, but it's so thin and watery that it's like barely detectable. It just gives you the best natural look, and for that I am obsessed with this one. Now this one is $65, so I do have a couple suggestions that are more affordable that I also really like. This right here is the Tarte C Hydroflex foundation. I feel like I'm almost out of mine because I have used the heck out of this since I got it. It actually has a pretty similar consistency to the Pat McGrath foundation. This one I would say has more of a natural to glowy finish, where this one has a bit more of a natural to matte finish. So it's a little bit more dry than the Pat McGrath one, but it's super thin. It gives you a very similar amount of coverage and it performs amazingly as well. And this one is a lot more affordable. My color in this one is the 25N and I cannot suggest this product enough. I absolutely love it. Now, if you don't want to spend Pat McGrath foundation money and you want something that has a more glowy finish, I would suggest you get your hands on the LYS Beauty Foundation. This one has a very glowy finish, but it's also very thin with a nice medium coverage. Covers all your redness, everything that you want covered. Maybe not super dark hyperpigmentation. None of these foundations are going to cover that. Medium buildable coverage, very glowy finish, perfect for dry skin. Absolutely love this foundation. It actually comes in a bunch of shades and I think it won the Allure Beauty Award for this year, so that is how good this one is. Highly recommended. If you are into stick foundations because maybe you like the travel aspect of it, it applies easier, whatever the case might be, my favorite stick foundation is the Huda Beauty Stick Foundation. This one has the coverage that you want it to have because you can apply it to have a sheer coverage and all the way to a full coverage. It blends very easily with a sponge. I love pairing it with lighter, more glowy products on top, and it's beautiful. It has more of a natural to matte finish and it is the best stick foundation I've ever tried, so I highly recommend it. Now, if you are looking for more of a tinted moisturizer, tinted sunscreen type of product, I have two that I want to suggest to you. I was mainly going to go for the Ilia Serum Skin Tint SPF 40 foundation because I truly love this one, but then this one came along from Tower 28 and this one is also a really amazing one that you can try. Both of these are clean as Sephora lines, which is incredible. They have very similar glowy finishes with sheer buildable coverage. Now, I would say I like this one better because I feel like finish wise I like the Ilia one better, but the Ilia one is very stinky. So if you don't want a stinky foundation, then go for the Tower 28 one. But if you don't mind a minute of a stinky foundation that it goes away very fast, then go for the Ilia one. Okay, let's move on to concealers, and I have 3 under eye products to suggest to you. The first one is definitely this one right over here. This is the Charlotte Tilbury under eye color corrector. I have mine in the color medium and I highly suggest this. If you have purpley or brown under eye circles that usually you see throughout your concealer, this is what you need right here. This is not only a perfect amount of coverage, it's going to hide and correct any purpley or brown hues you might have underneath your eyes, and it doesn't transfer onto the product that you're going to put on top. I use the medium shade and I can actually use it on its own. I don't necessarily have to put a concealer over it, but I do prefer it with a concealer over it. And my favorite concealer at Sephora and my favorite concealer that I like to pair with my color corrector is this right here. This is the YSL Touche Eclat High Cover Concealer. I use mine in the color 2, and this has the best natural to glowy finish in a concealer ever, and it's also extremely thin with a beautiful medium buildable coverage. If you struggle with lines looking enhanced underneath your eyes when you use concealer, this is what I would suggest right here, because this is such a thin concealer that it doesn't enhance the lines underneath your eyes. It doesn't crease much. I do like to set it with a little bit of a super thin powder afterwards, and it is beautiful. If you have really dark under eye circles, this is a medium coverage, so you might not be able to wear it on its own, but you can pair it with a Charlotte Tilbury corrector and you are going to love it. Now, if you don't want to fuss with all of that and you just want a one and done concealer that is going to solve all of your problems, then I would go for the Pat McGrath one. This is a full coverage concealer. You don't need to put a corrector underneath it. I'm wearing it right now on my under eyes and I absolutely love it. This one is really good for pretty much all skin types, from dry to oily. If you're extremely dry, I would suggest this instead of this one, but I have, I guess, normal to dry skin, and I can get away with the Pat McGrath concealer and I actually absolutely love it. Let's move on to powders, and I have one loose powder that I want to suggest to you, and that is the Huda Beauty baking powder. I have mine in the color Pound Cake. I can use this all over my face and I can also use it underneath my eyes, and anytime I use it, any way I use it, I absolutely love it. It's super thin, it doesn't dry me out, and out of I've tried most of the powders at Sephora, I'm pretty sure, and this one is my favorite. I do want to try the one size one. I've heard good things and I haven't tried it, but out of all of the ones that I have tried, the Huda Beauty one is beautiful, and this is going to last you years. There's so much powder in here, especially if you use little like me. It's going to last you a lifetime. Another powder I really love, and this one is really good if you have pores on your cheeks that you want to hide, is the Airbrush Flawless Finishing Powder from Charlotte Tilbury. Definitely get your Charlotte Tilbury products that you're going for during the Sephora sale, because Charlotte's sales are just not as good. She usually wants to combine and bundle things so that you can get a discount, and at the Sephora sale you can buy all of the individual items with a discount. Anyways, this right here, I absolutely love it. If you have extremely dry skin or extremely dry under eyes, I do suggest that you go for the Pat McGrath powder instead. I find that I can wear the Charlotte Tilbury one underneath my eyes, but it usually looks a little bit thicker than when I use my Pat McGrath under eye powder. This right here is my #1 powder suggestion, what I love the most. As you can see, I'm almost out of mine. I have to restock. I use it in the clear color, and this is my favorite thing to set my concealer with because it is so thin. I can barely see the difference in my under eyes. It doesn't dry my under eyes. It doesn't make my under eyes thick looking. It doesn't enhance the lines underneath my eyes. And so for all of those reasons, I absolutely love it. I have 3 contour products that I want to suggest. My favorite liquid contour, definitely the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand. Extremely easy to use, easy to blend, very, very seamless. This is $38, so if you don't want to spend the money on this, I do suggest that you go for the KVD Mod Con one. We'll get to this one in a second. This one is only $26, by the way. But anyways, this is formula-wise truly my favorite, very easy to use, and it only comes in 2 shades. Now the Kat Von D Mod Con one, it's $26, so you're already saving $12 just on the price. I like it almost as much as I like the Charlotte one. It's just a little bit more liquidy and more glowy, but this one does have a lot more shades. It doesn't only have 2, and it is more affordable, and I have thoroughly enjoyed using this one. I like the way it applies, the way it looks, so definitely suggest that one. And then if you want to go the bougie route, the one that I'm actually using today that I have been reaching for a lot is the Westman Atelier contour stick. This one's a pretty penny. These retail for $64. They are all natural products, and it's really pretty. It performs really pretty. It looks extremely natural on the skin, and for those reasons I like it. But if you want to save some money and still have a nice liquid contour, get the KVD Mod Con one, and then the Charlotte one is also amazing. Let's get into blushes, and I have quite a few blushes to suggest that I have been really loving. Let's start with the cream one. If you want a cream blush, you need to get the Magic Hour Beach Please blush from Tower 28. This right here has the perfect color. It's not too warm, not too cool, not too peachy, not too pinky. It is the perfect blush shade. I cannot recommend it enough, and I am obsessed with this cream blush formula from Tower 28. This is also pretty affordable, so it's good. It's good. I tried so many cream blushes this year, and this is my #1 favorite, hands down. Another one I really like, but this one is not just cream, it's cream and powder, is the Patrick Ta Blush Duos. He has a bunch of different colors. I love the formula of Patrick Ta blushes, and I love to put my powder first and my cream second, the way he suggests to do it, because I feel like it gives me this just beautiful natural finish on the skin. And so definitely check those out if you've been wanting them. If you want a new blush, one that's a little bit more affordable, very easy, very long lasting, and that I have been loving lately, check out the Glowish by Huda Beauty blushes. I have mine in the color Healthy Peach 01, which is the lightest one, and it gives me just the cutest healthy glow peachy look to my cheeks. I love this formula because it's very natural, not matte, not shimmery. It's got like a glowy finish to it, and it is extremely long lasting on the cheeks, so I really love this. If you want to get a Pat McGrath blush trio with a discount, this is available at Sephora on sale, and it is not on sale on the Pat McGrath website, so I would definitely check it out. And if you want to go for individual Pat McGrath blushes, I have two suggestions. My favorite ones are Flirtatious and Nude Venus. These are my color suggestions, Flirtatious and Nude Venus, and these have a really beautiful glowy natural look to them, very long lasting, and the colors are spectacular, so also very highly suggested. For bronzer, I have two bronzer suggestions that are just above and beyond any other bronzers in my collection, and I absolutely love them. Bronzer number one, the Gucci bronzer. I have mine in the color number 2. I'm actually wearing it today. It has a beautiful neutral to cool toned to it. It is so richly pigmented. The packaging is beautiful. Honestly, this is the only Gucci product that I'm actually like in love with, and I cannot suggest it enough. The Gucci bronzer, worth every single penny. I absolutely love it. Just like look at how it just goes on so nicely. It doesn't have a fully flat matte finish. It's got more of a natural finish to it, and it just blends out like such a dream. I absolutely love it. And another bronzer that I love that is a lot more affordable is the Glowish bronzer by Huda Beauty. I have mine in the color number 3, Tan Light. This was my bronzer of the summer. It's a bit more warm toned than the Gucci one, but I absolutely love it. It's so natural, so long lasting. It's actually waterproof, and just an incredible bronzer. Those two are definitely my top favorites above any other bronzer in my collection, and I have tried a lot of bronzers this year, okay? But those two bronzers are beyond. Let's talk highlighters, and I have a liquid highlighter to suggest to you, and that is the Hollywood Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury. I love to use this one on top of my makeup as like a highlighter on its own like this, and it works beautifully. I also love to use it underneath my makeup to give me a beautiful glow from within. And honestly, if you haven't tried the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter yet, definitely take advantage of the Sephora sale to try it, because this is a very unique product that you are going to find yourself using all the time. I think mine is like somewhere around here. You can't really see it because it's on the walls, but like I've used it so much, and I use very little every time, and I absolutely love it. Mine is in the color number 3, and the other highlighters I have to suggest are from Natasha Denona. I love the I Need a Nude Glow highlighter formula from Natasha. So this is my number 1 favorite highlighter formula of all time, and I like both of the colors I'm going to show you. This one is more natural looking, everyday. The reason I love this is because it melts into your skin, and I don't know how to explain it, but it's a highlighter that doesn't ever enhance the bumps on my cheeks. Beautiful. I don't know how it does it, but it's just fantastic. And then I love the one that comes in this cheek duo. This blush is actually really pretty as well, but mainly the highlighter on here. Ooh, just so pretty. I'm already wearing highlight, you're not gonna see it, but if you want more of a rose gold, pinky gold duochrome type of highlighter, this duo right here has it, and it is beyond gorgeous. A highlighter that got a ton of hate, but I actually really love, is this highlighter quad right here from Huda Beauty, and we're actually moving into face palettes as far as the category is concerned. This right here is the Light Glow Obsessions palette from Huda. Everybody was hating on the packaging because it has Huda's face on it. I understand, but the product inside, superb, beautiful. I love it. It has a very similar formula to these, where like I don't feel like it enhances my texture, yet it has incredible glow. So give that one a try for sure, because you are not going to regret it, and you're getting 4 highlighters basically for the price of 1. So don't tell me I didn't tell you. I told you. At the time the Sephora sale begins, I don't know if it's going to be available or not. I don't know, because it keeps selling out and coming back to the website. but I would definitely check it if you want it and see if it's available, because this is a really good way to get Patrick Ta blushes. You get 3 for $58, and usually his are pretty expensive, so it's a good deal, and the undertones of these blushes are amazing. A little bit goes a very long way, and he made me fall in love with pink blush. Like, I never thought I was going to like this blush right here, and I actually really love it. I wear it very like blended out, not as bright as it looks in the pan, but it is amazing. And I also really love this blush back here, so check this out if you haven't already. My favorite face palette that I'm going to talk about in today's video is this right here from Charlotte Tilbury, the Nudegasm Cheek Quad, mainly because I am completely obsessed with both of the bronzers that this palette has down here. I use them together for the most part, and these bronzers just have a fantastic formula. They look so natural. They have more of a matte finish. They're not too warm. They have a neutral to cool undertone. They are just beyond beautiful. And then the highlighters are also cute, mainly like this one right here. I really love as well, and this one I can use as blush, but it's a bit too glowy for me for a blush. But the bronzers are spectacular, and this highlighter right here I actually really love more than any other Charlotte Tilbury highlighter, because I'm not a huge fan of her highlighters, like the powder ones. I do like the highlighter ones that are liquid. Those are good, but the powder ones, the one in here, is the freaking best. The last cheek palette I want to talk about is this one right over here. This is from Hourglass, and it's just going to be really nice to be able to get it with a discount. This is going to give you a really nice ethereal look to your face. It's very glowy without accentuating any lines or texture anywhere on your skin. It's very natural looking, very buildable. I fell in love with it when I tried it. I highly recommend it. But if you're going to pick between these two, I like the Charlotte one better. This one has blushes though. This is kind of like an all-in-one. It has blushes and highlighter and bronzer, so your decision. I really love both of them. I'm just more of a bronzer person. That's why I gravitate more towards the Charlotte one. But the Hourglass one is spectacular too. For mascara, the Pat McGrath Dark Star Mascara is my all-time favorite mascara. It lengthens, it thickens, it separates. Beautiful. It's currently sold out on the Pat McGrath website, so I personally have to restock on it because mine is dry. I'm going to get it from the Sephora sale, and you should too. It's my favorite. If you want a second mascara suggestion, I've actually really been loving the Rare Beauty mascara. It's the one I'm wearing today. Let me show you a picture I posted on Instagram the other day between Patrick Ta and the Rare Beauty mascara. Which one was your favorite? The Rare Beauty mascara won, and I agree, I did like the look of it better, so I'm suggesting it in today's video because it's actually really good. Let's talk about eyeliners, and for pencil eyeliners, my most suggested one for the basic colors are the Charlotte Tilbury eyeliners. They are super pigmented, super rich. They are going to last you forever because they don't dry out, because they're not a mechanical pencil. The Charlotte Tilbury eyeliners are bomb, very high performance. They last forever on the waterline, they last forever on the eyelids, and I just cannot recommend them enough. I love the Pillow Talk shade, the Bedroom Black shade, the Violet shade, a lot of them, but they are not super fun colors. So for fun colored eyeliners, I use and like the Fenty ones. This is my Cuting and my Perpetrator eyeliners from Fenty, and I really love these. Just keep in mind they're going to last you a year or so, and then they're going to get kind of dry. At the beginning though, they're very fun to use, but the Charlotte ones will last you forever because they don't dry out like the mechanicals ones do, but the Fenty ones have the fun colors, so I have to suggest them as well in case you want fun color eyeliners. I do love those. For setting spray, I only have one suggestion, that is the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. There is a travel size duo on the website and then a full size one. I would actually suggest that you get the full size one because it's more bang for your buck, but the travel size duo is really cute, and if you want to gift it, it would be a really nice one to like break apart. But the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray, hands down the best. I haven't tried any setting spray that compares except the all-nighter one, but this one is better than the all-nighter one because the all-nighter one has alcohol in it so it can dry your face, and this one is alcohol free. So 100% go for the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. Do not try anything else. That one is bomb. I have a little extras and tools category. Of course, the first product I mentioned in today's video is there, the Refresh brush cleaner. You'll need this. I'm saying it again, you need it. Besides that, I do really enjoy my facial razors, so I highly recommend these if you want to take the peach fuzz away, and I'm going to link them down below for you. And then something else that you need is the Shiseido cotton. I'm actually going to buy 2 packs of this Sephora sale because I've been out for a while and I need to stock up on it. I've just been waiting for a sale to save some money, but the Shiseido cotton is the best thing that you can do for eye makeup remover or for like toners or essences. It's a cotton that does not absorb your product, so your skincare products are going to last you longer. Besides that, it's also a very soft cotton that doesn't cling to your face when you clean it. Bougie cotton is a must-have, okay? Definitely get yourself some and just thank me later. Next, we're going to talk about brushes, and you guys know I don't get my brushes from Sephora. I get my brushes from Refer, and I'm obsessed, and I'm happy with those. However, I did want to suggest these two right here. This I use all the time for my color corrector from Charlotte Tilbury. This is a brush that I use on a daily basis, and it is the Rare Beauty concealer brush, and the Rare Beauty foundation brush is actually also really good, so I do suggest both of these. And let's talk about lip products. Pay attention, get a notebook because I'm going to just swatch and show you, but I don't think I'm going to have space to include the names of every lip product in the description box. So basically we have 4 different brands of lip liners. This right here is Pillow Talk Medium from Charlotte Tilbury. Then regular Pillow Talk, which is much lighter. Love Trap, which is more of like a brown shade. I love Love Trap. If you don't have it, definitely get it. And then Bond Girl. Those are my favorite Charlotte Tilbury lip liners right there. Let's move on to Huda lip liners. Terracotta is like a really nice mid-tone brown. Sandy Beige is a really pretty chocolatey color. And then my actual favorite one is Pinky Brown from Huda Beauty. Pinky Brown is amazing. Natasha Denona has some of my favorite lip liners as well. I really love the color Julia right there. These are so creamy. This is the color Natasha, which is more of like a nude peachy shade right there. And then the color Ilona is actually my #1 favorite because it's a more like mid-tone, cool toned, purpley brown type of shade. I really love that one. Last but not least, from Pat McGrath, my favorite is Structure, which is this one here, and it's the one that I've been wearing throughout this whole video. And then I also really love Done Undone, which is a beautiful light pink lip liner, and it is incredible. So those are all of my favorite lip liners. 4 brands, a bunch of different colors. I just had to show you. So I hope that you were paying attention, and keep paying attention because we're going to continue with other lip products and we're going to do the same thing. So I am obsessed with Huda Beauty creamy lipsticks. They are so shiny. It's like a perfect combination between a lipstick and a gloss. They're divine. My favorite color is the color Hustler. Mine is super broken because I let it melt in the car and I broke it. But Hustler, my favorite shade from those. I also really love Habibi, which is a darker, more autumnal shade. Very nice neutral undertone. And then Sweet Cheeks right here, another really beautiful shade from Huda. So I suggest those. From Natasha Denona, the color Amorosa is my favorite. These are more of a creamy matte finish and they are beautiful. And then I love my Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks. This one here is Supermodel, which I've been recently falling in love with. This right here is perfect for fall. My all-time favorite Charlotte Tilbury lipstick is Very Victoria. It's just the perfect nude color, mid-tone nude I should say. Beautiful. And then my favorite nudie peachy shade, JK Magic right there, is beautiful. Last but not least, Nude Venus from Pat McGrath is one of my favorite balmy type of lipsticks, and this is actually in a kit for only $21 with a bunch of freebies, so I'm going to link that kit below because it's going to be cheaper than getting just the lipstick on its own. We cannot finish lip products without talking about some balm glosses. This right here is the Fenty Heat lip gloss. I absolutely love that one. It's extremely plumping. If you want a plumping gloss, this is the way to go, and this is the color Fussy Heat. As you can see, I just really like nude pinky lipsticks, okay? Don't judge me. This Dior gloss oil is dreamy. The color is 004 and it just gives your lips the slightest hint of peach ever. It's beautiful and it is so comfortable. From Westman Atelier, the lip oil in the color Nana is spectacular. Super creamy, super hydrating, one of my absolute favorites. And then Pat McGrath glosses I also love. My favorite one is Sunset Rose right here. We're just gonna put it there. That's the one I've been wearing throughout this entire video. Let's touch it up. Love that gloss, and I also really love Prima Donna, which is a lighter blue toned pink. If you missed anything, go back a couple of minutes and you'll see all of the names again. These are all of my lip suggestions, and any one of these that you go for, you're going to fall in love. I can promise you that. Also, if you're not into these colors, still check out the lipsticks because the formulas are incredible. This is just my color palette preference, but these lip products formulas are amazing in any color that they have. For body products from Kopari, I'm obsessed with their coconut melt, just to put it all over my body, legs, arms, everywhere. I love to use this stuff, especially during cold months, because it just makes my skin feel delicious, and my skin usually just gets very dry, and the coconut melt from Kopari helps me so much. Lastly, if you're looking for a very hydrating shower oil, the L'Occitane shower oil is my favorite. I always repurchase it. It smells delicious. It makes your body feel delicious. I cannot recommend it enough. It doesn't lather, so I feel like I have to use it kind of like as my second step. Like I will bathe and like scrub myself down, and then I do the shower oil from L'Occitane, just because it makes my skin feel incredible and it smells so good. Last category, fragrance, and I'm only in the cozy fragrance mood, so I have 3 fragrance suggestions, and these are all sweet, warm, cozy, delicious for the fall and winter time. The girliest one of them all is definitely the YSL Libre. This is my second bottle of this. I finished one very recently, and this has a perfect combination of floral, sweet, and warm. It's not spicy, it smells extremely sexy, and I cannot recommend this enough. Then I have Amber Musk from Erin. I have a little travel size of it. This is a deliciously intoxicating, but in a soft way. Like, it's an intoxicating scent, but it's not loud. So good. Amber Musk is the perfect description for it because it's like a nice, rich, succulent smell that has a little bit of sweetness and a little bit of flower in it. Delicious. And last but not least, Jo Malone Mimosa and Cardamom. This, my friend Nikki, who I used to work with at Nordstrom, she was the counter manager for Jo Malone, and she told me this was like a warm hug in a fragrance, and I could not agree more with that statement. This right here is a warm hug in a fragrance. It is so delicious. If you haven't smelled them, please smell them. Get them on the sale. Again, they're like the coziest, most sweet scents ever. Check the links below and go to the description of the notes so that you can see exactly what the notes are in them. But for the fall and winter time, those are definitely my top 3 picks. We have made it to the end of this video. I'm feeling like I have a fever. I'm not doing well over here, but I got through it. If you're going to shop the Sephora sale, please help me out by using the links down in the description box of this video. Like I said, everything I talked about today is listed and organized and very easy to find. I love you guys so much. Happy holiday shopping. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you back in the next video. Bye.